Hi, today I'm going to be looking at some of the new apps in Canva. There seem to be a whole slew of them that have arrived in the past few weeks. I just wanted to show you some of the typeface ones. This is Kim from Be Your Own Graphic Designer and a Canva Canvassador. Some of these apps I think are great fun, and others I'm really not too sure about. Let's go over to my screen and we'll take a look. I'm in my home screen and I'm just going to go down to apps on the side here. Some of these I will not be demonstrating because I think they're quite obvious in terms of what they are. We've got some trendy ones I'll do another time. The ones I was going to look at are FontFrame, Text Art, TypeExtrude, Kebab Letters, and Sushi Letters. I'll look at these two first because I'm not sure how often you're going to use them or whether you'll ever use them. Savor the flavor of your words. It transforms your words into a visually striking, sushi-inspired artistic style. I'm not sure I'm going to get around to doing that. And so I'm just going to show you on the preview screen what they look like. Can't see that's going to do a lot for me. Close that one down. Oh, look at another one that's very similar, which is kebab letters. And transform text into kebab style letters. Again, not sure that's what I'm going to get a lot of use out of. Let's get down some ones that I think you can use. And I'm going to go to text art start with. I'm going to use a new design. I'll go to Instagram post size. I'm going to keep this really simple because you can see it says typing your text and scroll up and down to create text art. And the maximum number of characters you can have is 10, and 2 to 6 characters work best. I'm going to keep it with hello and keep this really simple. And then they say have the art description. So I'm going to put in a jungle scene. And then I'm just going to click generate. But I'm going to leave these in real time so you can see how long they take. Slight misleading because obviously I'm recording at the same time, but that does slow things down. But let's see. As you can see, it's crafting your text art. We're trying to get to the end and then hang for a little bit. This one is doing exactly that. You do have to be patient. As I said, this is real time. Let's see what happens. I could whistle while we're doing it. Oh, I won't threaten you and sing a song. That could mean you cut off straight away. You can see that it's taking a bit of time to generate this. Hopefully it'll work soon. Otherwise I'll be re-recording this video with something else. And here we are, finally. Let me make this larger so you can see it. I'm not 100% sure about this, so it's a bit dark in the background for the jungle scene. Let me do this one of the one things they suggested, which is ocean waves. I'm going to add a page. Let's try ocean waves now. And I'll just stick to hello because I want to keep this simple. I will try generating again. And if this one is going to take as long, I will edit the video. And as I said, they all seem to get to the end and then hang for a bit when we're trying to work out what they're doing. That was much faster. Oh, this one's quite hard to see. Clearer, will I? I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Let me see if I can make this larger so we can see. Close that down. Can I really see hello in? Make it any more. I said, I'm not 100% convinced about a lot of these apps. I like the actual wave effect, but I can't see the word hello and I have no idea what this is. You get a lot of this with AI. You need to accept that and be prepared to put up with it. That one wasn't a great success, and that was text art. Let's try a different one. Let's try TypeExtrude. I've tried all these before, and I had better success with type art previously, and this one worked quite well when I tried it last time. Let's try it again. Okay, put your main text in here. I'll leave it as today. You've got all sorts of settings down here. You can see this is what they've got. They've put in already. The thing I'm going to do is change this color to one of my brand colors. I'm going to choose that blue. And now I'm going to change the font. It lets you search the fonts, which should be quite interesting. It does seem to have a huge number. I'm not sure whether it's the whole of the Canva catalog. But the other thing I discovered is you can go and select even further fonts. Let's choose this BizDAP. That was quite fun. Click on it. You can see it's immediately shown me how it's going to look. Now, I can change lots of elements in this. Now I scroll back up. You can see it's got the main text of today's, the font that I just chose. I can change the alignment. I can change the line height. Unfortunately, you can't see these. I have to keep scrolling up and down. I'm going to change the line height. It says minus. Let's carry on down the minus. I think that's made it a little stronger. Change the border width. Build that up to 10. And let's increase the borders around. You can make it a little more pronounced. And then you could increase the length. Now this you can see while you're looking at it. And you can see this extends the shadow effect out further. I'm going to add that with the design, because that, to me, worked pretty well. Let's add it. And you can add that into an existing design, which is a really good thing to do. And if you wanted to change it, you have the option to update the element here. And then you can just change the different parts of it, the color, do something else, add more text. And as you can see here, if you want custom fonts, you click on there and you can go to get more fonts. And then you'd open it in a new tab. But there seem to be quite a few to choose from anyway. That's TypeExtrude, which I think works much better than some of the others we've seen. And then another one I'm not going to demonstrate, but I will just show you, is FontFrame. And here you just add an image background to your text, and then by uploading an image, selecting an image from your design, you can change the font, adjust the image placement, and I'm not really enjoying that one. I'll just show you how it works. You have your image. So you choose your file, select your image, you upload your image, you then click to use your selected image, you type in what text you want, and then you add it to the design. It's quite simple to use. And while all these text effects are great fun and really nice, I'm not sure how useful they all are every day. I hope you found that useful. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.